Nothing in life is this or that, yes or no, black or white. Everything in life is kind of somewhere in the middle. And very interesting video from David the Campulence Man here. He talks about why he's doing this. Why he's living in his ambulance. What is it like day to day, minute to minute to be living like this? He used to have a corporate job of some sort or whatever, a jobby poo, and then he left it. And he just, and sometimes he says he just, he's out on the road in some park out west with his lovely pit bull there, Lefty. And it hits him sometimes. What the heck am I doing out here? I'm unplugged from that, life that most people live, 9 to 5 in your car, making money, doing whatever everybody else is doing. He said that, you have that daily schedule. You go to work, you come home, cook your dinner, sit in front of the TV, fall asleep, get up the next day and do it again. And, and there is a certain rhythm to that, but he says it's just not for him. And anyway, this is a really good video. That some days, nomad life, he wonders whether it's really for him, and then other days it's, he really loves it, and some days he just wonders, why am I doing this? And he talks about, how he survives it, He says he does have to have a goal of, getting somewhere every day, or at least making, when he drives, okay, from, say he's in Sedona, okay, so he doesn't just get in his ambulance and just go somewhere else with no place in mind. He says he needs to have a destination whenever he's traveling somewhere. Okay, let's go to this town, let's go to this place, let's go to this campground. He said that the fact of just getting out there and driving with nowhere to go, so to speak, nowhere you kind of end up, that kind of freaked him out a little bit. And it still does to some degree. But so he does, there are tricks out there to, get through the day, to enjoy the day, to live that life. Is it going to be forever for him? Is this the rest of his life? He kind of wonders, is this it? Is this, this is what he's going to be doing the rest of his life? Or is this just a temporary thing? He honestly says he doesn't know. And it's a good video. It's a very good video. He talks about other nomads who have tried it and given it up and gone back to the regular, living in an apartment or a house. And he talks about how he's thought of doing that sometimes, and that does go through his mind. But anyway, we're putting this down, ka-chink, ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chink, in the highly recommended to watch video. I almost quit the nomad life, and how I was able to ... saying, watch this video. It's a good one. It's a heart-to-heart video. It does get into, some people, criticize cheap RV living Bob, for trying to sell something that, maybe he's not 100% into, Hey, it's wonderful. It's great, And Bob has done some videos where he says, look, this may not be for everybody. And even if you're into it, even if you make the commitment to buy, Dave has made a lot of commitment here. He's bought his vehicle. He's been working on his vehicle. Past summer, he spent the whole summer pretty much, upgrading it, fixing it up to his liking. And, he's made that move, and how do you, friends and relatives look at you? They're kind of like, that we had Element Van Life, Nate the other day, kind of doing somewhat of a similar video. Yeah. Will I do this forever? Is van life really worth it? Again, kind of a similar talk from Nate there. I think I gave him the wrong name yesterday in terms of his channel name. Element Van Life, even though he does, well, again, we don't, he and his girlfriend did buy an Element We don't know the status of that relationship right now. It's kind of up in the air because he's, you know, she has a house. Okay, I'm a little confused here. She has a house down there in Tampa, and he was spending some time at the house with her over the spring and into the summer. And then he bought the Element, remember? Then he bought the JDM, the Japanese domestic vehicle there, a JDM market vehicle, whatever, with a steering wheel on the wrong side. And then she went back to California for a while, and then, I don't know. And then, so is the house still around? I don't know. And anyway, but he's out on the road right now by himself. Okay. But he did the same thing. Will he be doing this forever? Does he, you know, every day, does he really love it? You know, it's like anything. Anything you do, there's always questions. Is this right? Am I doing the right thing? You wake up in the middle of it. My thing is the 3 a.m. wake up. You do that. Who does the 3 a.m. wake up and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? You know, you're laying there in the dark, you know, I mean, you kind of wonder whether it's a job, whether it's an occupation, whether you're living in a vehicle, whether you're couch surfing, whether you're in a certain relationship, you kind of wonder 3 a.m. Oh my, whatever. And I'm sure, you know, Nate and Dave both wake up at 3 a.m. kind of looking at the ceiling of their vehicles going, what the heck am I doing here? Out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, man. Both are good videos. I highly recommend both. Matty Van Halen's thinking the same thing sometimes, right? He just left his job just recently. They're in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, and now he's out in Azeronia there. Anyway, again, he seems to be doing okay so far. You know, he's been a couple of weeks now, and he's, you know, and everything's going good, right? But he probably wakes up at 3 in the a.m. and looks at the ceiling of the van there and goes, what the heck am I doing? Pandemonium Aja there. Her videos, again, are kind of out of date. She went to Send on Bend there, and it was too smoky, and you know, made the trip from Oregon back to home, the Panda property there in northern Arizona there. So that's her latest. However, you know, that was back before the birthday, and blah, 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 blah. Her birthday was in late September and stuff like that. But she had a nice trip there. What's up with John? You know, that was her friend there for a while, and we haven't seen too much of John lately. Then we have, she shows us the drive up to the property, you know. Oh, Camo Dave, don't you talk about the property. Don't let anybody know where it is. And then, you know, we see these videos where she herself, the namesake of the property, is driving right up to the property. There it is. There it is. I don't know, man. Don't show the property. Don't show the drives up to the property. We don't want anyone to know where the property is. And then the very namesake of the property is showing the whole drive right up to the property. You know, it's a beautiful land, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Stuff you just can't make up. Hey, T. Lee and Destiny, they're out there with his good buddy, their Van Camp and Woody. They're at Walker Mountain in southwestern Virginia. Yeah. Yeah, got a lot of folks up there still. The weather's been pretty nice here. Last week it rained, but it's supposed to be a nice week this week. And getting hot again. We're back up into the 80s here, so fall is still a ways away for a good chunk of the East right now, right? More videos from Blue Van Dam building out his bus. We got a lot of comments yesterday where I was talking about, you know, larger vehicles. And I'm not against large. For me, yeah, I wouldn't buy a large vehicle, okay? I wouldn't buy a full-size school bus. I wouldn't buy a diesel PUSHER. I wouldn't buy a Class A. I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want a big fifth wheel with a truck and a huge. I'd want something nimble and small that I could, you know. I really do like, you know, what Lost on Land Lola does. Lost on Land Again Lola does. You know, what Campulance Man does, something smaller, you know, whether it, you know, an ambulance like Bob, Cheap RV Living, Bob's doing an ambulance. So I don't know if I do an ambulance. I don't know. That would kind of freak me out, you know, I don't know, but whatever. I would want something smaller. A van would be nice. You know, an SUV or, you know, again, I don't know. Again, I haven't done it, so if I do it, I might go, yeah, I want something bigger, but Who knows? Well, I do, I get a lot of incoming news here. Thank you very much to the Camo Dave Army. We get a lot of news updates all over the place, and some of this stuff comes to me before people have actually posted the stuff up on YouTube, okay? So I try to wait until people post the stuff up on YouTube before we talk about it, but I don't know. I do have a Patreon channel now, patreon.com/CamoDave. If you, I do put stuff I can't talk about up on YouTube on there, okay? But I don't put, and I do put some older videos like, hey, remember this? And I do put a few pictures up there, and I do, have some communications with folks and stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, please do. Other than that, it's Camo Dave at, what is it? Patreon.com/CamoDave. Plus, I like having another platform other than YouTube, because you never know with YouTube. Is it going to be here tomorrow? Who knows? But anyway, but yeah, nothing changes with my regular YouTube channel. I'm just keeping it going. All my videos will be free and alive and wonderful right here on the beautiful YouTube, as long as YouTube wants me. So far, they've said yes. That ought to do it for today. A shorty, yeah, keep them short. People say that. I don't know. I look at some of these YouTube channels, videos, and I go, oh my God, 38 minutes? 27 minutes? I try to keep them short, and I babble on. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. It is the 12th of October, 2021. I'll be back later with some more, and for sure, vlog under.